Mr. Jovanovic, thank you for being with us this morning. We're here today to talk about the importance of the EXIM Bank. And in its core, this hearing is about whether we will stay competitive with China and strengthens American small businesses at home. The committee has the important task of reauthorizing EXIM Bank this year, and today's discussion is an important part of that process. China is aggressively financing its industries and exporting its influence across the globe. In emerging markets, China is shaping supply chains, setting standards, and advancing its national interests at our expense. China is also making long-term investments in its domestic economy to dominate the industries of tomorrow. We cannot afford to sit on the sidelines. We must ensure that American companies have the tools to compete globally. That's where the EXIM Bank plays an important and strategic role. The bank gives American businesses the backing they need to compete in strategic sectors like energy, critical minerals, and advanced technologies. In many instances, these companies are competing with foreign peers with aggressive export credit financing of their own. EXIM Bank also helps the U.S. workforce alongside our allies and partners to build more resilient supply chains and reduce dependence on adversaries. For example, under your leadership, one out of every 4 of the bank's transactions last year targeted projects that directly advance U.S. competition against China, and that's a good thing. I applaud you and the President for playing a critical role in confronting China's economic aggression and securing America's position as the world's greatest and leading economy. But competitiveness abroad starts with strength at home. Just as important, EXIM Bank supports jobs and economic growth domestically. Across the country, small businesses and manufacturers rely on access to global markets to grow, hire, and invest in their communities. Many small businesses in the U.S. do not have the resources to take on large export contracts without support. EXIM helps bridge that gap. In South Carolina alone, we have seen that firsthand. In the last 10 years in South Carolina, EXIM Bank has supported 68 exporters, including small businesses across our state, helping to export roughly $9 billion. So many people know Boeing and EXIM Bank, but they missed the other 64 small businesses that are absolutely dependent on the relationship they have with the EXIM Bank. They represent real estate, real businesses, real workers, and real communities that depend on the ability to compete and succeed in the global economy. EXIM Bank also works through community lenders and local financial institutions, helping ensure that smaller companies, not just large corporations, have access to the capital they need to succeed. Nearly 90% of EXIM's transactions directly support small business exports, reinforcing the strength of America's entrepreneurial backbone and expanding opportunity in communities across the country. At the same time, we must be clear about what EXIM Bank is and also clear about what it is not. It is not a grant program at all. EXIM Bank provides loans and guarantees that are repaid, and it has returned nearly $10 billion to the Treasury over the last 3 decades. That is an important point, one of great contention, but the bottom line is that the EXIM Bank consistently and continues to deliver for the American taxpayer, making our nation stronger, more resilient, and frankly, keeping us in the black, which is a very positive part of your role at the EXIM Bank, something we can all be very proud of. As we consider reauthorization, we also have a responsibility to ensure EXIM continues to work as effectively as possible, increasing efficiency in the deal-making process and minimizing risk to the taxpayer. That means improving staffing, streamlining operations, and reducing unnecessary delays so American businesses are not left waiting while the competitors move forward. It also means ensuring the bank is nimble enough to respond to a rapidly changing global economy while maintaining strong oversight and accountability. We have an opportunity to strengthen EXIM so it can better support American workers, strengthen our supply chains, and advance our economic security. Done right, reauthorization will help ensure that the United States remains the most competitive and innovative economy in the world. I look forward to hearing from you today about how EXIM Bank can continue to deliver for the American people and how Congress can help position the bank for success in the years to come.